and Bruins Friday. So big stretch for the Devils here, trying to stay mediocre. The Rangers, they're 35-16-6. They're fourth in the East. I believe they're second in the Metropolitan now. They jumped the Penguins this week. That won't last for long, though. Still a lot of time left to go. They're against Columbus tomorrow, the Flames on Tuesday, and the Coyotes Thursday. And then for first in the Metropolitan and first in the East, we have the Islanders. They're 39-19-2. I keep saying how this team is gonna crash and burn, but they never actually do. I should probably go back on that prediction now. Um, but no streaks here for the Islanders. I mean, they lost in a shootout to the Caps earlier today. But they will play the Canucks tomorrow. They'll play the Coyotes on Tuesday, and the Flames on Friday. Those are all at home at Nassau. Um, I would imagine the Islanders are just going to keep winning. They've been amazing this year, and I should have never doubted them. I apologize to all you Islander fans if there are any out there. And then, Snowball, I'll let you take basketball.
All right, so in the NBA, after that week All-Star break, it felt like forever, really. It's almost like a new season, especially with all these trades. It kind of feels like there's a new season. The Knicks, 10-44, still in last. Lost to the Heat yesterday, 111-87. If you really think about it, the Knicks have probably released or traded more than half their guys that were on their roster at the beginning of the year. And they're not going to be an easy schedule. They play the Cavs tomorrow. They play Celtics Wednesday at Boston. They're at Detroit Friday, and they play the Raptors Saturday. Then the Nets, 22-31, beat the Lakers 114-105. Thaddeus Young played for the Nets. And then Nets, they got a tough West Coast road trip. They play in Denver Monday, in New Orleans Wednesday, then go into Texas and play Houston Friday, and then Dallas on Saturday.
And that, I don't know. The Nets are what, 9 games below 500 and still second in their division. That's just a joke to me.
The Atlantic's the worst division in all sports.
Well, because you have two teams trying to out-tank each other in the Sixers and the Knicks.
Sixers, then you have the Raptors, who are good, obviously. Then you have the Nets, and you have the Celtics, the Celtics not that good either.
The Celtics aren't intentionally trying to tank, but they're tanking nonetheless.
They're just bad.
They're just irreparable. And I like that Isaiah Thomas move for them, but we'll see if they can actually do anything with it. The bro of the week is actually going to an executive in your Suns. Ryan McDonough is his name. He's the GM for the Phoenix Suns, and he called out Goran Dragic a little bit after the trade deadline. We know how things went down. Goran Dragic just said flat out, basically a week before the deadline, if that even, maybe it was like 2 days. I'm not going to re-sign with the Suns this year. So they had to get rid of him, get something for him. They ended up getting Brandon Knight, which is did they even get Brandon Knight in that deal?
Who, the Suns?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, they got Brandon Knight in that deal. Which, that turned out pretty well. And Ryan McDonough went out and said, we got the best player in that deal. Just completely no selling Goran Dragic. And he said, Brandon Knight was the best player in that deal. So, props to you, Ryan McDonough. Don't let him get you down. And, that was pretty remarkable. There wasn't a whole lot of material out there for Bro of the Week this week. I wanted so much to give it to Giannis Antetokounmpo, but as well as he played during the Rising Stars Challenge, which was amazing to watch, by the way, we had both Greeks in the league, Giannis Antetokounmpo and Kostas Papanikolaou, just tearing it up, along with CB's boy Nikola Mirotic, who was perfect from three until he took one in the fourth and missed it. But that was outstanding. And the dunk contest was a little disappointing. But we got to see Giannis and Thanasis Antetokounmpo, which was great. And apparently, I've been told I look like Zach LaVine, which I don't buy at all. But
I don't buy it either.
yeah. So, I won the dunk contest. And let's just do this. Snowball, can you spell Antetokounmpo?
ANTET. Hold on, stop. ANTE OKOUMPO.
ANTETOKOUNMPO.
Yeah.
That was outstanding. I got to give you props to that one.
Yeah.
So good job, Snowball. You clearly deserve that college education at ASU. And the Joel Embiid segment was actually very interesting this
Because
week.
it's other than Joel Embiid.
Because it came from the man himself, Joel Embiid. Now, it was Rihanna's birthday the other day, and we all know how Joel
feels
Embiid
about Rihanna.
has supposed relations with Rihanna. I still claim those pictures were photoshopped of him actually going on a date with her. So, in all caps, happy birthday, babe, with 5 exclamation points. I'll take you to Yorgos, when I'm back in LA this summer. Oh, now it actually makes sense. That was the restaurant that Joel Embiid claims he took Rihanna and then tweeted, "I love her like a sister, no lie." With a picture that seems to be photoshopped of Joel Embiid at Kansas with Rihanna in the stands wearing a Joel Embiid jersey. So, yeah. And then he added Rihanna #hot. So, yeah. I still think the kid's delusional. I don't know why the Sixers kind of drafted him besides the fact that he's a monster. I don't know how that's going to affect his play.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of the Sixers, the snowball effect.
And snowball effect is Sam Hinkie, Sixers GM. I mean, honestly, he traded away their best player, who was a young player. Not saying he's not even an old guy. He's a young player, rookie of the year last year. You know, trading away their future essentially, and just going a step backwards essentially in the trade deadline, trading away him, MCW, and KJ McDaniels, both guys who've done a lot for the team, and the Sixers just kind of threw him away and got more draft picks. If I was a Sixers fan, I'd be really upset, mad, and could not be this patient and wait 2 or 3 years for the team to do well. And it's truly amazing, and Sixers fans, stay strong because your GM is just doing stupid things now. I understand what he was doing with Joel Embiid and certain trades, but this one, what happened in the trade deadline, I'm not a fan of at all.
Now, let's say you were forced to trade Michael Carter-Williams. They didn't get nearly enough for him, right?
The first round picks, yeah. I mean, you have to remember this guy was the rookie of the year, and you know this guy he has like 3 or 4 triple doubles in his career. I mean, he's been awesome, and the fact that Sixers just kind of traded away, and I was shocked. I mean, I was like, wait, what? Like, say that again? Like, I couldn't believe they actually traded him.
Yeah, Jim Boeheim said they do not know what they're doing. Now, okay, they basically traded MCW straight up for Lakers' top 5 protected first round pick. Mm-hmm. I don't think that's nearly enough for Michael Carter-Williams. I think he would have needed to get at least another first rounder for him. I mean, he's the rookie of the year and point guard of the future. Especially in a league like this, where there's not that many, really good point guards.
What do you mean there's not many really good point guards? This is the year of the point guard, my friend.
Not at that level though. I mean,
there's a plethora of point guards. But you need a point. It's like a QB in the point guard is QB of the NBA. You need a good point guard to be a good team.
Exactly.
I see what you mean.
Okay. And KJ McDaniels. I just granted I didn't know who he was before the season, but he's actually
I didn't either. But he's been great.
It's like the Sixers. Kind
of almost appalled that they traded him.
They are so
good for KJ McDaniels because now he can play for a playoff team.
They are such good tankers that they get guys that you've never heard of, and then once they turn good, they have to trade them. That's how the Sixers roll. That's how Sam Hinkie rolls. Hinkie-nomics, if you will. So hopefully for Sixers fans, you'll get something out of those 3 first-round
Hopefully you
picks this
get
year.
like LeBron James and like Michael Jordan or something. Yeah, because you need, you
Yeah,
deserve it.
they're gonna need it big time. Hopefully those don't turn into the next Adam Morrison, Greg Oden, and Kwame Brown. And out of respect for CB, we are going to defer the Bang Bang segment till next week. Now I know this was a little bit of a short show, but we will have time to fill with the March Madness segment next week. However, we decide to do that, fill in Garden State Sharks, and hopefully a whole lot more to talk about. We know February is kind of a dull month for sports, and
But once March gets coming in April, we're back in it.
oh yeah, NFL draft. We'll have a whole lot to talk about. Myself and Snowball, we agreed not to talk about the combine because we just both hate the combine. It's kind of pointless. In case you didn't hear, there was a picture of Jameis Winston showing him to be kind of fat, but that was old, and people made a big deal out of it. Really nothing else from the NFL besides Roger Goodell just being an idiot. But that happens every day. So, not a whole lot for the month of February, but March is coming, and we will have a whole lot more for you guys next week. Hopefully CB will be back. And, yeah. So, it's been way too long, but Jersey Boys Sports Talk is back, and we'll see you guys next week.